Hey everybody, it's me, the Queen Bee, Angie B, and I am buzzing in my beehive. I'm so excited because it's almost time. It is almost time for the sixth annual Bold, Beautiful, and Bald Beauty Bazaar for alopecia awareness. I'm so excited. The weekend retreat is coming up, and there are more people coming. There are more topics to talk about, more stuff's in the news. And when we gather together, we want to be able to share as much information as we can in that short amount of time that we have. Now, the agenda for the weekend retreat is up here on the screen. We start on Thursday, September 15th. We'll have Sunset S'mores on the beach with music from Barty Productions, and we'll have some networking. Then Friday from 10 a.m. to noon, we'll have support group, networking, and some beach side workshops. And I'm really, really honored because one of our workshop presenters will get a chance to chat with her in just a minute. Ms. Griffen is here from Daytona Beach, and she's going to bring a very important topic to us. So that will take place on Friday from 10 to noon. Then from noon to 3, we're going to have the all white beach an ocean photo shoot along with some networking at the Tiki Bar. We do have some very special guests that are coming in that want to do some networking with us. So then Friday evening, we got the all white pool party. And then Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., we've got the Bold, Beautiful, and Bald Beauty Bazaar. And so I want to back up a little bit to Friday from 10 to noon because I said we've got some workshop presenters. So just about now, I'm going to bring one of our presenters in. Ms. Griffen is coming, and she's going to introduce everyone to her, and she's going to let us all know a little bit about what she's going to talk about. Hey, Ms. Griffen, are you ready to come on in and say hi to everybody? Hello, 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 dear.
Oh, hello. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a guest this evening.
I truly appreciate it because I met you again. I know we've met before, but I met you again at the Volusia Business Women Networking Session. You came and joined us at the library, and I thought I knew something about sickle cell, but I didn't know nothing until you. I mean, I didn't. So tell everybody your name and where you live and what's got you most interested and involved right about now.
Well, hello, everybody. My name is Kiana Griffin. For those that don't know me, there aren't too many people that don't know me because I never meet a stranger.
That's
And I reside currently in Daytona Beach, Florida, the world's most famous beach.
mhm.
And I'm excited for this venture that I have taken responsibility for. And that is the responsibility of being an advocate and an educator for sickle cell.
Mm. Why sickle cell? Why not an advocate or an educator for lupus or thyroidism, or what drew you to the topic of sickle cell?
So actually, I was looking for something else to do other than teaching in 2009. And as I was looking for another job, I saw case manager for sickle cell for Volusia County / Flagler County in Daytona Beach. So
Wow.
I had never been a case manager. I had never even heard of sickle cell. I knew it was
Wow.
something that I wanted to do. And so I said, I'm going to get that job.
Good for
And
you.
I saw the ad, I called and I set up an interview. I went and I interviewed and I got the position, not knowing
Wow.
how that decision was going to have an effect on my entire life.
Because it's all in you. It's all, I mean, even the color of your shirt. I mean, it's just, it just, oh my goodness. Okay, so for those of you that don't know, what is the definition of sickle cell anemia?
Sickle cell anemia is an inherited blood disorder or disease.
Hmm.
That is the scientific definition for it.
Inherited. How, I wonder. I know that I have passed some things along to my children. And it's like, oh, I'm so ashamed. Oh, I should have known better. I cannot imagine what parents go through when they see their child in crisis and they know they how can you comfort them?
So the best way to comfort someone that has sickle cell is definitely by educating them to
Mhm.
not continue that disparity in their family, because it is genetic, and
Right.
it does trickle down through genetics and in the families. So the best thing to do is for them to be educated. And then the ironic thing is, I learned it hit home for me. I didn't know how closely it hit home for me. My children's uncle has the actual anemia, and my great uncle, he had three children to die from complications for sickle cell, and I learned that this year.
That's right. You mentioned that at the library. Oh my goodness. Mm, mm,
I just,
mm,
it hit home for me. It did, but that just
mm.
how the more gusto and desire to run for this challenge in this battle for people that have to live with this every day.
Every day, every day. So somebody asked me, why are you having a workshop on sickle cell? Usually our Friday morning workshops teach us how to put on our eyebrows or do a turban twist or put on magnetic eyelashes. Sickle cell has nothing to do with alopecia, or does it? Or and so my response to them was, why not? Anytime we are gathered together, we need to be sharing this information, because like you said, you didn't know before you got the job, and then you didn't know how it affected your family. There could be something that we could help to educate somebody about. So that's
Def-
why you're coming. That's why I invited you. It was so heavy on my heart. I said, I gotta have Miss Griffen come out. I got to. I got to.
and I totally agree. I remember today, I did another segment earlier, and the ladies are asking me. One from was from the Department of Health, one was from Bethune Cookman, and I was telling them about the event coming up because a videographer was going to come and video me while I did the workshop, and
Good.
so they were saying, how are you gonna, like, how does, what does that have to do with it? And I said, I can relate sickle cell to anything.
Anything and anybody.
Absolutely. Because with your organization and your workshop and your um, program this weekend, it's something that you have to deal with. It's something that you have to live with. Those that are challenged with this
Mhm.
disparity, the same thing with the realm of sickle cell. It's a challenge. You live with it. You are victorious in it, and you move forward with it.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. You're right. And it's all about awareness and understanding. Now,
Yes.
when we were at the library, I remember you saying something about how you had to be an advocate for people when they show up in the emergency room. And I don't want you to do your whole presentation now, because I want people to still come and meet you and see you on Friday. But can you tell us what you think is needed in the hospital system so that there will no longer be a need for an advocate?
Yes. So I was in a part of a symposium this year. It was a sickle cell symposium where I learned from those from Minnesota and from Washington, D.C., New Jersey, all over the world. And so one thing that a young lady taught us was in her area, they do something called 30-30-30 rule. Means when you come to the hospital, they have 30 minutes to bring you in, 30 minutes to give you your IV, 30 minutes to give you your pain meds. That cancels me out right there. Then I don't have to advocate if they follow the 30,
Right.
and that is it right there.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Who's keeping track of the 30? But I get it. It is the effort. It is
It,
definitely the effort.
it,
Definitely the effort. If there's something you could say to a person who falls in love with somebody, and then they find out they got a trait, and this one find out they got a trait, is it just don't have children, or what do you say to them?
I would never tell anyone not to have children. I would never do that. But what I will do is encourage them to know everything they're getting in themselves into, everything that is in front of them, in reference to them making that decision, because
Um,
that's a decision they will have to make. Not only make, but have to live with.
yeah. Yeah.
It's sad when people don't know. And
Mm.
my children's grandmother, I interviewed her on live, Facebook Live this year at my community health fair. She didn't know that her husband, who was in the service, had a trait. And
Because the service didn't test for it?
they did not test for it. And in her family, because
Mm.
it was so well known, her grandmother, her aunts, they all made sure and they told her and warned her, you make sure you know who you settling down with, who you having children with. Do not talk to anyone that has the trait. So he didn't know. And because he didn't know, they fell in love, got together. Their first child had full-blown sickle cell anemia. She was devastated. She even expressed her devastation on
Mm.
the recording, how she was screaming out loud in the hospital because she couldn't understand why her baby kept hollering. He wouldn't stop hollering.
Oh.
And that's when she found out he had sickle cell anemia. And the sad part is, I've witnessed a nurse tell one of my clients that who was pregnant in the hospital. And so the doctors told her, when she got pregnant again, to abort the baby. And guess what? Because she did not, and because she trusted God, that baby didn't have anything, the trait or the anemia. So we can never play God. We can never play, being something that we weren't created to be. Only we were created to be people. People that are able to learn, people are able to be educated, people are able to reciprocate the education that we learn. So
Yeah.
when you learn it, you reciprocate it and you share with others.
Mm, mm, mm. So, two parents with a trait could have a child with full blown, could have a child with a trait, could have a child that has no trait. No, I mean, they could still have multiple children, but not all of them have the sickle cell anemia.
And I
Wow.
went that because I met a lady who all three of her children had sickle cell disease. She's lost two of them. She has one more left. And they died at early ages. The two girls, they passed away. Her last daughter, which was the baby, she was 16. I think she was 16.
Mm, mm,
And
mm,
so
mm,
he has her left. And of course, it's a challenge for him because all three of her, I cannot
mm.
imagine.
I can't. I can't. I can't. Lord help. I tell you. But we keep spreading awareness, and we're going to continue to do that. I am honored to know that you're coming to the weekend retreat, that you'll be with us poolside at the Akatiki Best Western on Friday, September 16th from 10 to noon. I just feel in my spirit that you're going to have information that somebody needs to know about. Somebody needs to hear. And we gonna pray over it. We gonna pray over it, that those seeds will be planted in fertile ground, because the more we know, the better we can do.
Yes.
Oh my word. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Listen, I got a couple more questions for you if you hang in there with me for just a minute. I just have to I just have to let everybody know we have a new book out. So we'll be right back. New from Inspired, the Alopecia Awareness Special Edition. Visit laderopress.com. 9 brave souls share their alopecia journey in this Confinement Chronicles Special Edition. Online everywhere. Hashtag I refuse to stop being me. The Alopecia Awareness Edition, encouraging testimonies birthed out of the 2020 pandemic. Stories written and compiled by Angie BEE and Barty Productions. Published by Ladero Press. Inspired. Reading for the whole person.
When it seemed like the world had stopped, as if our normal would never be again. Confinement Chronicles.
Still there were those who held fast to hope. These are their stories. From teachers to dads to nurses on the front line, they have chronicled their messages of hope. Confinement Chronicles, now available. Order today on Amazon, also available in audiobook or at laderopress.com.
Confinement Chronicles.
Hey everybody, I just want to be sure we all have the weekend retreat agenda. Thursday evening, we've got s'mores by the beach, a little bit of live musical entertainment by Barty Productions. We're going to have lots of networking because people are just checking into the hotel. Some folks are just coming into Daytona, the world's most famous beach. So we want to be sure we're there to greet them and make them feel at home. Then Friday, again, from 10 a.m. to noon, we've got the poolside workshops with sponsor presentations and our alopecia support group. One of our sponsors that's coming out to talk to us is Ms. Griffen. She's going to be introducing a new concept to us, having compassion for people that have sickle cell anemia. I know sometimes we just look at them, and if we don't see it, we don't understand it. Well, Ms. Griffen gonna help us to understand it. All right, Friday at noon, from noon to 4, we're going to have an author meet and greet, and we're going to be networking with Dr. Vanessa Blackwell and several of her authors from her anthology series. That segment is hosted by Daytona Beach residents Laretha and Takesha. They are both Amazon best-selling authors in Dr. Vanessa's anthology, and so we're excited about welcoming them to Daytona. We're also going to have our all-white pool party Friday evening with beachside photos, resort provided entertainment, and somebody told me that it's going to be happy hour going on, so just pass me the lemonade. And then Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., that's when we have the Bold, Beautiful, and Bald Beauty Bazaar. It's going to take place at the Root Family Train Station located at the Museum of Arts and Science, 325. That's supposed to be South Nova Road in Daytona Beach, right across from the Gardens of Daytona apartment complex. Then Saturday evening, we've got more support group, photo shoot, pool party fun, and then Sunday fellowship service on the beach with songs and prayer. If you have any other questions or want to know about sponsoring the Alopecia Awareness Beauty Bazaar, if you'd like to know, if you have more information about alopecia or even about sickle cell, just, you can use the information that's at the bottom of the screen. Just visit our website, send us a message, and we'll get you pointed in the right direction. Okay, let's bring Ms. Griffith back right quick so we can hear more about some of your advocates. Am I saying it right? Advocate work. Yes, yes. And you say you're with Volusia and Flagler counties, correct?
Volusia, Flagler, St. John's, and Putnam counties.
What? How do they expect you to? Mm,
So the goal is to build offices and give people jobs in those areas.
praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. That's good. Well, I tell you, I'm gonna put it out there. Angie BEE Productions is very interested in helping you to spread awareness and find the resources that you need for those people. I'm not even gonna call them patients, for those people. Okay.
The warriors.
Oh, that's cool. That's
Warrior
cool.
champions.
That's cool. Now, do you guys have a color? I know alopecia's color is royal blue. Do you have a awareness month
Yes.
yet for?
So our color is crimson red,
Just like
black,
yours.
and yes. And our month is September, the month we're in right now. This is September. This is National Sickle Cell Awareness Month.
There we go. There we
Yes.
go. All right, we're gonna be right there. this year, next year, as long as the Lord allow it, because we gotta work together. We are stronger together. That's what we say
Yes,
at Volusia Business Women. We are stronger together when we
yes,
know what's going on. Oh, thank you for that. Red, white, and black. And
yes,
September is your month too. All right.
yes.
Sound
Congratulations on your proclamation from Mayor Henry. Yes.
girl,
Congrats.
that was a blessing.
I felt that way when he gave you mine for World Sickle Cell Day in June. It was
Yeah.
so sweet, like priceless. It was priceless. Yes.
And then when you start to share that information with other people, the alopecians in Atlanta were all excited.
Oh,
They ready to get theirs. The alopecians on the West Coast are all excited, and it just it really solidifies the community spirit. It really, really does. It does. Okay, well, I know that Laretha's going to get in touch with you. We want you to be our guest on an upcoming episode of Books and Besties, where we
awesome.
talk to community leaders and folks that are doing some things, and you're definitely doing that. So we just want to be able to introduce you to as many of our audience members as possible. And Laretha is also going to have you as a guest on her show. So what's the problem? It airs on Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we know there is a problem in the community. Anytime somebody needs an advocate,
Yes.
I ain't trying to wish that you ain't got a job no more, but I wish you didn't have to have a job no more. You know,
Yes.
it's something. It's something. Thank you, my dear. I
Yes.
appreciate
Thank you so much.
it.
I'm looking forward to seeing you this weekend.
All right, honey. Have a good one. And
Yes.
thank you so much.
Bye bye.
Mhm. Yes, everybody, that segment was presented by VolusiaBusinessWomen.com. We definitely are stronger together. We definitely are. Visit VolusiaBusinessWomen.com for more information on how you can register your business, how you can receive a URL. If you don't have a website, you can be Volusia Business Women. I don't have a website, but now I do. You also want to visit Volusia Business Women for upcoming events in the area. Volusia Business Women is a proud sponsor of the Bold, Beautiful, and Bald Beauty Bazaar. You can see our models featured on the calendar section. You can see the agenda, and you can see our contact information on there as well. So I'm really I'm really honored. There's just so much going on in the community and in the atmosphere, and it just feels good to have love and support and have it coming from all different directions. Let me show you a couple of the models that we have coming in. Kim Reed Butler is coming. We've got like I said earlier, we've got Dr. Vanessa Blackwell that's making plans to be with us. Laretha Simon is going to be there with her book, Fired Up, and she's going to be talking to us about Lolo's social media promotions. We've got TJ's Jewelry Box, Paparazzi Jewelry. We've got Ruby Ribbon that's going to be with us. Um, Barbara Coleman Foster is coming back to model for a second time, and so is Lavonda, the queen from Jacksonville. She's coming back for a second time. Carrie Runyon's coming for a second time. Tiffany Tyson Green been here probably more times than I have been. It's just been a blessing to see everybody gather together for our annual event. Want to give a shout out to Daytona Times newspaper for not only featuring our event once but twice. Newspaper just came out again. And shout out to Jordan Destinations for offering to provide transportation services to our guests that are coming in from so many different states: Ohio, Maryland, Michigan, Texas, Washington, D.C. Thanks, Jordan Destinations. We certainly do appreciate you for being there to give us a helping hand. Don't forget, it's the Bold, Beautiful, and Bald Beauty Bazaar weekend retreat, Thursday, September 15th through Sunday, September 18th. Our host resort is the Akutiki Best Western right there on Atlantic. They will be hosting us Thursday, Friday, Saturday evening, and Sunday. And our beauty bazaar on Saturday takes place at the Museum of Arts and Science train station, the Root Family train station, right there on Nova Road. Okay, everybody, it's me, the Queen Bee, Angie BEE. I got to get back to buzzing. I just wanted to stop in with some alopecia awareness information for you. We do have new brochures that came in from the National Alopecia Areata Foundation. I'm excited. I wish I had one right here to show you. I already got them packed up to give to you. But they've got a new brochure that talks about kids and alopecia. I'm so happy about that one. Kids and alopecia. They're sharing that information with us now. I am very, very grateful for Dr. Barb from Texas. She is one of the first people that I've met. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think she's the first person I met that was an alopecian as a child. And now she's an accomplished mental health professional, has her own couples counseling service. She's coming to us from Texas, but she helps her clients in so many different ways: anxiety, depression, grief, relationship building, and with understanding how to have a brave face and how to keep on going through alopecia. And so we're grateful to be able to introduce her to each and every one of you. Okay, you guys, it's just about time for me to go. Let me introduce you to one more book we got. Yep, one.
When it seemed like the world had stopped, as if our normal would never be again. Confinement Chronicles.
Still, there were those who held fast to hope. These are their stories. From teachers to dads to nurses on the front line, they have chronicled their messages of hope. Confinement Chronicles, now available. Order today on Amazon, also available in audiobook or at laderopress.com.
Confinement Chronicles.
It's almost time, so get ready. My mind falling into beautiful. My body falling into beautiful. If you missed us in January, did you miss it? Did you miss it? Just breathe. You're invited. The RERC Incorporated presents 3 awesome days of discovering our beauty. My mind, my body, and my spirit. How does God define your beauty? How do you define your beauty? Join us Thursday, October 6th, 2022 for a day of prayer and words of wisdom. Friday, October 7th, 2022, there'll be shopping, workshops, and the Word. Saturday, October 8th, 2022, the Word, the Knowledge, the Fun, RERC, and Women by Design presents Falling into Beautiful at Omega Baptist Church, Dayton, Ohio. Did we mention shopping? New Attitude Boutique will be there Friday and Saturday. Early bird registration starts August 1st for only $25. All proceeds will benefit Girls Empowered and Mentored to Success Scholarship Fund. Reserve your space today at the RERC Incorporated.org. Our girls graduate high school. For more information, send an email to the RERC Incorporated at gmail.com. Reverend Dawn Martin says, I can't wait to see you. Beautiful. Promotional consideration for this event is sponsored in part by Angie BEE Production.
Okay, everybody, that's it for me tonight. Queen Bee, Angie BEE. I want to thank you for popping in with us. Barty and I may be popping in later on, but we just want you to be just as excited as we are. All right, everybody. Stay safe. Love each other, and we'll see you. See you soon.